In a society that values kindness and being nice, it may seem strange not to treat everyone gently, but this story from the life of Buddha helps us understand it better in this video. We will explore the deep teachings of Gautam Buddha and learn why it is important to move forward in life with humility and adopt a more understanding approach. So watch this video till the end to understand. Once the Buddha was sitting with his followers, and king came to him and said, "O Lord, ever since I began following your teachings, it seems that everyone is taking advantage of my kindness. Before I used to be really cruel. Before following you, I wouldn't hesitate to give someone the death penalty. But now I don't feel like punishing anyone. I don't even get angry. Now I have become kind and compassionate. I look at everyone with kindness, but people are taking advantage of my kindness. They are no longer afraid of me. Crime rate is increasing in my kingdom and people feel unsafe. Besides this, I face numerous issues in my governance. Please tell me, monk, what should I do now?" Hearing this, the Buddha smiled and replied, "King, the answer to your question lies in the story. Pay attention carefully." Then the Buddha began to tell a story. There was a poisonous snake that lived in a hole under a big tree on the shore of a village. This snake was famous for attacking people without any reason, and sadly it took many lives due to its fatal bite. People were afraid to even go near the tree because of the snake. One day a monk passed by the village and saw the beautiful tree. He decided to rest and meditate in the shade of that beautiful tree before continuing his journey. When the villagers saw the monk, they warned him about the dangerous snake and advised him to stay away from the tree. However, the monk just smiled and sat under the tree to meditate. As soon as he sat there, the snake came out of its hole hissing angrily and got ready to attack without hesitation. When snake went, the monk's eyes fell on the snake and monk started chanting a mantra. And miraculously, the snake started talking to him. The snake addressed the monk and said, "Hey man, aren't you afraid of me? Don't you realize that this is my territory? How dare you intrude here?" The monk responded with compassion and said, "My friend, why should I be afraid? I am not afraid of anything. I am not even afraid of death. Then why should I be afraid of you? It seems that you are afraid of death. That is why you bite others." The snake was surprised to hear these words of the monk. Until then, he had only encountered people who either tried to kill him or fled in fear of him. He never encountered anyone who was not afraid of him. Hearing monk's words, the snake came to him and wrapped itself around his feet and said, "You are right, sir. Every time someone comes close to me, I feel like they want me to kill me. So I bite them to save myself. If I don't bite them, they will kill me." Monk nodded and said, "You are right, but my friend, remember one thing, life will end one day, so it is not right to harm others to save yourself. Remove this fear of death, and in its place have a feeling of love for everyone." Saying this, the monk went away from there. The snake was very impressed by the wisdom of the monk, and he took his words to his heart and decided not to bite people and let it go. He calmed down his anger, but things did not go as planned. When people saw that the snake had stopped fighting, they started playing with it. People who were afraid of him now came to him without any fear, started teasing him and hurting him. As a result, the snake was hurt and injured all the time. He was really upset and going through the toughest time of his life. After some time, monk returned to the village and sat under the same tree. But to his surprise, he found the snake in a pitiful state. And monk surprisingly asked snake, "What happened, my friend? Who has harmed you?" The snake replied, "O blessed one, you advised me to be kind and stop biting. Since I followed your advice, people have stopped fearing me. And instead they torment me now. No one is afraid of me now. People come hurt me and leave me in a miserable state. Life has become very difficult for me." Hearing this, the monk replied, "My friend, it seems you have misunderstood my teachings. I told you not to bite others, but I never forbade you from hissing in self-defense." After sharing the story with the king, the Buddha asked the king, "Have you found the answer to your question? It seems you have misunderstood my teachings, just like the snake. I told you to give up your cruelty. But I did not mean for you to abandon your responsibilities as a king. If you want to maintain order in your kingdom, you have to be strict enough to punish those who break the law. Your people must respect you and fear you. Otherwise, without a strong leader, crime and anarchy will spread in your kingdom. Neighboring kingdoms may even attack your kingdom. You need to be firm on the outside to keep everyone in discipline. By enforcing justice, you ensure peace and security within your kingdom. So you must rule with the compassion of monk inside, but with the authority of a king on the outside. If we look in our lives, we will find that kindness is a wonderful virtue, but being overly kind can make us susceptible to being taken advantage of. When we are too kind or nice to people, they might use our kindness for their own benefits, leaving us with feeling used or taken advantage of. While kindness is important, it is equally important to exert ourselves and set boundaries to prevent others from taking advantage of our kindness. For instance, if you are overly kind in your office, your colleagues may take advantage of your kindness by repeatedly asking you to help them. However, when it is their turn to help, they may start making excuses, because they believe that even if they do not respond, you will still help them when needed. In a relationship, if one partner is always forgiving and accommodating, the other partner might begin to exploit this kindness. They might begin to neglect their responsibilities and take their partner's generosity for granted. They start to expect them to always be understanding and forgiving without reciprocating in the same manner. Similarly, when you are overly kind, then others may perceive your kindness as a weakness. This can lead them to disrespect you and even abuse you, knowing that you are unlikely to react or stand up for yourself. The advice Buddha gave to the king is relevant for all of us today. In our modern era, it is crucial to learn from Buddha's teachings. Kindness does not mean foolishness. Therefore, it is essential to exert boundaries and say no when needed to prevent exploitation. By blending kindness with strength, we can navigate life challenges effectively, while safeguarding ourselves from exploitation in a world where not everyone shares our good intentions. So friends, if you like the video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.